Flow state is something that I live for. It's the state of complete immersion, being completely involved with the task that you're doing. And this is like something that I want to do always. Like when I'm 60, when I'm 70, tomorrow, I want to be engaged in flow states. And there are three things that I do to get into flow states and to help me get into flow states. So the first thing I do is blocking out all distractions. That's basic, but like you can't get into flow state if you have your phone by your side. So like it needs to be in the other room. If you're working on your PC and if you tend to like visit some distracting websites, I recommend blockers that block distracting websites. I use Frozen Turkey, as I mentioned before. So like I basically eliminate the easy way to get stimulated when I'm trying to get into flow state. So that's one. Second, priming my brain to get into flow state. So like you can't really get into flow state after being stimulated, after scrolling, for example. So getting into a flow state requires some sort of priming. So that could be like walking for 10 minutes or just being bored and not doing anything too stimulating, not consuming cheap dopamine for at least 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever works for you, prior to engaging in the flow state session. So I also like to put music on, flow inducing music. It also primes my brain to get into flow state faster. So that's number two. And the third thing, I use AI to help me get into flow state. So let me explain. Flow state occurs when the task at hand is slightly more challenging than your skill level. So if your skill level is 100%, then flow state occurs somewhere at 104% according to Flow Research Collective. And when the task is harder than your skill level significantly, then you'll become anxious. You will just be like, this is too hard, I don't want to do this. And if it's too easy, the task is too easy, then you'll just become bored and you'll be like, this is too easy, I don't want to do this, I can do this anytime. So what I do is I try to evaluate the challenge level of the tasks that I'm doing if I want to get into flow state, and adjust them accordingly so that they are either more challenging or less challenging. So for less challenging tasks, if I'm doing something tedious, I'm trying to find a way to either automate it or do it on time, in record time, without losing quality, of course. But I'm trying to brainstorm with ChatGPT on how either to make the task that I'm doing more challenging for myself, maybe like do it in 30 minutes or something when it's supposed to take 2 hours, or basically try to find a way to solve this problem not just right now, but like for the future as well. So like automate certain processes. And whenever the task is too challenging, it's easy. You just ask ChatGPT to simplify it, and I'm gonna leave all the prompts in the description, but basically I try to employ ChatGPT as my tutor and make things easier. With AI, the problems that you can solve are not limited by your current skill level, because if you have a tutor at hand, you can learn things so much faster, and your skill level is going to be supported by the skill level of AI, which is trending to be almost infinite. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the prompts in the description on how I use ChatGPT to get into flow state. And yeah, see you tomorrow.